Mighty fine. Coming to us all the way from Asheville, North Carolina. And these gentlemen have played over at the prestigious Monroe Festival for about 4 years. And some fine folks do a great job with the music. And you're going to hear some original music. You're going to hear some John Hartford music. But you're going to be entertained. That is first and primary. Please welcome Johnson's Crossroads.
Well, he likes black coffee and fried eggs and a well-done T-bone steak. Likes a red dress and the pearly white teeth and the flash of a pretty brown leg. Said back in the 30s, you know, you never had it made. He's an engineer over on the Ohio River, running in the Pittsburgh trade. With the inspection office in Louisville, he had a desk for a very short time. And he played in a band on 2 different boats, working on the breakfast line. And long ago he smoked reefer, and he even made homebrew. And the reefer come into New Orleans back before World War II. He's just a fella worked on the river all his life by paddle wheel. And you say he's old-fashioned, but that ain't no big deal. Well, it's too thick to navigate, it's too thin to plow. So let him go home, mama. Don't you put him down for it now. Well, he sits and he smokes an old double cigar and says he doesn't miss it at all. But he still goes out and he makes a few trips in the summer and then in the fall. Now the railroad train, the bus and the plane taking up all the slack. He's been watching all them river towns slowly turn their back. 'Cause he's just a fella worked on the river all his life by paddle wheel. And you say he's old-fashioned, that ain't no big deal. Well, it's too thick to navigate, and it's too thin to plow. So let him go on, mama. Don't you put him down for it now. Well, he comes from a real old-time way of laughing at the fight to just learn how. Might even voted for Nixon once, but I'm sure he sees that now. Well, on Friday night, makes the best damn gun he'd ever want to eat. And Saturday morning, before everyone's up, he's gone all down to the fleet. 'Cause he's just a fella worked on the river all his life by paddle wheel. And you say he's old-fashioned, that ain't no big deal. Well, it's too thick to navigate, and it's too thin to plow. So let him go on, mama. Don't you put him down for it now. You're as pretty as he is ugly, he's the happiest man alive. You got him into believing that old men are back in style. Now you see these oysters Benville, this baked potato skin. I eat them so I can grow up to be an old man just like him. 'Cause he's just a fella worked on the river all his life by paddle wheel. And you say he's old-fashioned, that ain't no big deal. Well, it's too thick to navigate, and it's too thin to plow. So let him go on, mama. Don't you put him down for it now. Said let him go home, mama. Don't you put him down for it now. Woo! Woo, thank you, Bean Blossom. Good to be back at the John Hartford Memorial Festival. So good to see such lovely people on a Thursday evening. Here's a little song that John Hartford did on the Morning Bugle album. This is called, what the hell's this called? It's called Late Last Night When My Willie Come Home. Last night when my Willie come home, I heard him mighty rapping on the door. Was slipping and sliding with his new shoes on. Willie, don't you ride no more. Well, oh me and his soul, my, what's it gonna become of me? Downtown, just stay fooling around. Mama, don't you cry for me. Not more than 3 weeks ago. Promise that you'd marry me, stand there in your mama's kitchen door. Well, oh me and his soul, my, what's it gonna become of me? Well, lies downtown, just a Mama, don't you cry for me. I listened to what my mama said. I wouldn't be sitting here tonight, singing and singing on this old banjo. Mama, don't you cry for me. Lord, me and his soul, my, what's it gonna become of me? Well, lies downtown, just a fooling around. Mama, don't you cry for me. Yeah, Mama, don't you cry for me. Oh, thank you very much. Well, if it were up to me, we'd play John Hartford tunes for you this whole set. But we do have CDs over there for sale, and so we'd like to show you a little of our music too, so it might tempt you to buy a CD or two, because turns out gas is not getting any cheaper. And it's a long drive here. Totally worth the drive, but it's still a long drive here. And any help you can give us by buying some CDs, we really appreciate. Well, this is a fitting song for a beautiful day like this. This is called Better View of Heaven. Soak my troubles in the river, I hung them out to dry. Woke feeling better than I ever have before. No matter what else happens, nothing will compare banks of this river. No 2 days are quite the same. I got a better view of heaven than I ever thought I'd see. But I can't turn away from you. Don't you turn away from me. Sang a song in the moonlight. I heard a voice from far away. I answered with a sorry attempt at a yodel, but none of that matters. No one's here to judge on the banks of this river. No one does it better. I got a better view of heaven than I ever thought I'd see. But I can't turn away from you. Don't you turn away from me. Swore that I would never leave. I hope this time would never end. We always made the best of all the time we were given. There's no need for tears. We celebrate on the banks of this river. Life here lasts forever. I got a better view of heaven than I ever thought I'd see. But I can't turn away from you. Don't you turn away from me. I got a better view of heaven than I ever thought I'd see. But I can't turn away from you. Don't you turn away from me. Thank you very much. Here's another song off our latest album, Mockingbird. This song is about a very, very evil, evil person. This is called Scars. You've covered these lives with scars. And although they've healed over, you know that they still show. It don't matter where you go, and it don't matter who you're with, and it don't matter if it's sunshine or rain, they still show. They still show. Oh, look, here comes another. I'm hoping he's ready for the fall. Learning ain't worth the lesson. But you care about nothing at all. You've covered these lives with scars. And although they peeled over, you know that they still show. It don't matter where you go, and it don't matter who you with. And it don't matter if it's sunshine or rain, they still show. They still show. Covered these lives with scars. Thank you. As some of you might have noticed, when we were doing our sound check, our bass player Gary came up and played a little harp. So what we're going to do now is Gary's going to drop the bass and come up and play some harp, and we're going to bring up our good friend Clint Lewis, who plays bass for the Wild Rumpus, who is here this weekend. And if you missed their setup on the hippie stage, you can catch them again on Saturday. I'm not exactly sure when. What? 8 o'clock at the Boogie Stage? 8 o'clock at the Boogie Stage. Make sure you check them out. They are absolutely fantastic and will probably make your weekend even better. So please put your hands together for Mr. Clint Lewis. Come up and join us and play a little bass. Suspicious minds wasting time beneath the window. If I'm gone, you know I wish you all the best. Facing problems I've created at the crossroad, and the devil waits his time like already. The Lord tell him back home, well the wind is gonna blow. I won't talk you into staying, buddy, but I hate to see you go. As you go down that long road that's tomorrow, be sure to turn back around and give a smile, 'cause time ain't worth nothing but the moment, and the moment that I have you lasts a while. Hurricane telling April, well the wind is gonna blow. I'd see you up in heaven, brother, but I doubt I'm gonna go. between stopping and going, you'll find the time. Around sundown and dawn, you'll find a problem. At the crossroads, you can't draw the line. Heard Sarah telling Isaac, well, the wind is gonna blow. You do eternity for blasphemy, so at least enjoy the show. Yeah. Woo! I think we're starting to get warmed up.
I'd like to warn the wasps once again, wasps and bees, please, no bees past this pole right here. Thank you.
Speaking of bees, don't forget the bee on this side. Well, except for the first two songs we did, all the songs we've done so far have been on our newest album, Mockingbird, and we have plenty of copies of that, so please buy them up. And we have a very small few amount of our first CD, Blood in Black and White, and we're going to do a song off air right now. This is a little song about whiskey and women, two of our favorite things. This is called In Betweens. The way that you loved me was never quite enough, and everything you said to me was such a shame. And the question that I'm asking is why and when and how, and what it was I said to make you change. Yeah, it's whiskey from my mind and I don't mind saying so. Yeah, it's whiskey from my mind and I think it's time to go. And the world can do no wrong when you're in love with a woman, but time can do a lot to change your mind. And the lessons that you learn are more important than the outcome, for in the end they all the ties that bind. Yeah, it's whiskey from my mind and I don't mind saying so. Yeah, it's whiskey from my mind and I think it's time to go. And if life is hard and painful, at least it's pretty sure. And there's nothing I can do about it now. The moon lights up the nighttime as the fog rolls down the river, and I'm doing my best not to let it get me down. Yeah, who deserves a life that I've been leading? Yeah, who deserves the blame for all the pain? Will there be an end to how I'm feeling? Yeah, how can I get on my feet again? Find each other, 'cause everybody's looking for their dream. And I'll meet you in the springtime when there's no one else around, where my thoughts are never trouble with in between, where my thoughts are never trouble with in between. There's whiskey for my mind and I don't mind saying so. There's whiskey for my mind and I think it's time to go. Please put your hands together for Mr. Clint Lewis. Thank you so much, Clint. Make sure you check out the Wild Rumpus on Saturday at the Boogie Stage at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. I haven't got a chance to look at the schedule. All right. Now we've played some original stuff. You know what our sound is. Please buy some CDs. Now we're going to spend the rest of our set playing some good old John Hartford. Here's a fine dandy from the All in the Name of Love album. It's called Cuckoo's Nest. Dream of you, a tiny dancer in a field of blue. Pointed to a Tchaikovsky place, bend me down so lowly. It's your raven hair that makes me mad, your insane eyes that make me sad. California feeling and the Mississippi smile makes me come on slowly. It's trying to be real cool and soft, so I don't take the chance and turn you off. Not to get to know you just because of love makes me come on slowly. Isn't that a woman want to make it all come true? Baby, if I had the chance to be alone with you, it's watching how you operate when the chips are down makes me come on slowly. to be real cool and soft, so I don't take the chance and turn you off. And not to get to know you just because of love makes me come on slowly. It isn't that I wouldn't want to make it all come true. Baby, if I had the chance to be alone with you, just watching how you operate when the chips are down makes me come on slowly. Dream of you, a tiny dancer in a field of blue. Going to Tchaikovsky plays, let me down so lowly. It's your raven hair that makes me mad, your insane eyes that make me sad. California feeling in the Mississippi smile makes me come on slowly. It's trying to be real cool and soft, so I don't take the chance and turn you off. Not to get to know you just because of love makes me come on slowly. It isn't that I wouldn't want to make it all come true. Baby, if I had the chance to be alone with you, just watching how you operate when the chips are down makes me come on slowly. Thank you. I'd like to take a moment to introduce the group. If you're just joining us or you have lost your schedule, we are Johnson's Crossroad. We came up from Asheville, North Carolina, because we love Bean Blossom and we love John Hartford. All right, come on, see us. Okay, let me introduce, he was on the harmonica for a bit there, and the man bringing the thunder on the bass. Please put your hands together for Mr. Gary Siegel. Next to him, the man on the mandolin and the background vocals. Please put your hands together for Mr. Keith Mingus. And yeah. We need a fog machine, please, for this next song. And the man on the banjo now, and as Tut Taylor calls him, the other flat-picking dobro man. Please put your hands together all the way from Lewisburg, West Virginia, Mr. Corey Lee McQuaid.
Thank you.
And my name's Paul Johnson. We're going to do some more danged old John Hartford tunes. You count it off. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, the roads we ran and the folks we knew,
risky things that we used to do.
now it's over and I know it through, and I wish
We had our time again. Wish we had our time again. Wish we had our time again. Wish we had our time.
couldn't go to sleep, got up and made a light, trying to write it down in the middle of the night, looking for the words, but they won't come right. And I wish we had our time again. Wish we had our time again. Wish we had our time again. I wish we had our time. Well, but not for love I couldn't hardly see. I looked at you and you looked at me. Oh, the memory of love I wanna let me be. And I wish we had our time again. Wish we had our time again. Wish we had our time again. I wish we had our time. Me, oh my, how the years do fly. Makes no difference and we all know why. Dear old friends, I have to turn their eye. Wish we had our time again. Wish we had our time again. Wish we had our time again. Wish we had our time. We knew, risking things that we used to do. Now it's over and I know we're through. And I wish we had our time again. Wish we had our time again. Wish we had our time again. I wish we had our time.
That's Mr. Corley McQuaid singing for you there. Well, I think we've got one more, maybe two. I don't know. The signal man has yet to give me the signal. So tomorrow we will be at the Hippie Stage at 11:30, playing more great John Hartford songs and some more of our own. So please stop by after breakfast and we will have some fun, guaranteed. We will get all hippied out. Gary will be wearing his tie-dyed underwear and nothing else. No, I'm just kidding. We want you to come. Don't worry. He will be fully clothed. This is actually a Rolling Stones song, but John Hartford perfected it on, I'm not sure what album. I'm sure somebody out there knows. So ask them. If you know what album No Expectations is on, please let anyone know who needs to know. And yeah, this might be our last one. I don't know. So if it is, y'all have a great festival. If not, we're going to play another song for you. So. Take me to the station and put me to pass this way again. And once I was a rich man, but now I am so poor, and never in my sweet short life have I felt like this before. Your heart is like a diamond. You throw your pearls at swine. And as I watch you leaving me, you buy my peace of mind. Your love is like water, it splashes on the stone. Your love is like your music, first it's here and then it's gone. So it's take me to the airport and pour me on a plane. I got no expectation to pass this way again. Thank you very much. I have been informed that we have time for one more. And before we do, I'd just like to say that John Hartford means more to all these guys on this stage here than anything. I mean, he really changed our whole outlook on how to play music and why to play acoustic music, and I can't even begin to express how much the man means to us. And Keith and I spent a good 3-4 years doing nothing but stalking John Hartford. We'd see him. We'd see the Aeroplane Band reunion in Troy, New York. We'd see Retrograss with David Grisman in Delaware. Yeah, we saw it. We followed him around. I'm sure we creeped him out quite a bit, but we wouldn't trade those years for anything. And I'm originally from West Virginia, and one time, this is after John started getting really sick, and he'd spend most of his time sitting down and playing, but for some reason, at this giant show in Fayetteville, West Virginia, he was up standing again and just rocking it out, and it was like a rock show. I talked to Chris Sharp, his guitar player, afterwards, and he's like, we haven't done a show like that in a long time. He was like, it was really strange, just have a little string band up there and a full-on rock show, lighters and everything. And there was one song that he did on that night. That was the only time I'd ever heard him do that song, and I've never heard it on any album or any bootlegs I've ever heard, but I've always loved the song, and I learned it right there and then at that show. It's called I Call You Vinegar. Yeah, I call you vinegar, you call me dead snake face. Yeah, I call you vinegar, you call me dead snake face. We got 1,000 Twinkie rappers and they're laying all over the place. Well, I'd never go anywhere without taking my car. Yeah, I never go anywhere without taking my car. And sometimes getting to that son of a bitch is going too far. I spent all last Sunday down on my bended knees. I spent all last Sunday down on my bended knees. I said, Lord, you've been tempting the wrong people. Take a crack at tempting me. Yeah, I call you vinegar and you call me dead snake face. Yeah, I call you vinegar, you call me dead snake face. We got 1,000 Twinkie rappers and they're laying all over the place. We got 1,000 Twinkie rappers and they're laying all over the place. Thank you, Bean Blossom, and thank you, John Hartford. Good evening, everybody. Have a great weekend. Come see us up at the Hippie Stage, 11:30 tomorrow. Buy some CDs, please. We'll see you again soon. Thanks.
How about it, folks? Johnson's Crossroads from Asheville, North Carolina, doing a great, great job. And Lord, what a great time it is here. And